Hey yo, Porcelain here. Welcome back to my channel. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I have a lot of great ideas for videos in the near future. So again, don't forget to like and subscribe. I would like to start off this video saying happy Black History Month. To be honest, Black History Month wasn't something I celebrated in the sense that Black history is every day for me and the people who look like me, but it's a month that I've grown to appreciate. With the internet, I'm learning more facts and information that I never knew about Black people and the great things they have done. And it's also just a time to see Blackness and all of its beauty and all of its excellence highlighted in a society where it's usually not. So happy Black History Month.
Happy Black History Month.
And in that vein, let's talk about a little of what I'm wearing. I have on a custom black LA Dodgers snapback that was made by the company R20s, as well as this t-shirt that I'm rocking, and it says, "Dear Black kids, it's okay to love art. We all don't love sports," by R20s. I also feature this company in my looks for this week, so I'll drop the information below because they're gonna be coming with some heat pretty soon. You want to make sure that you're on top of that. So I'm super excited for this video. I got the idea to do what I wore this week from various YouTubes and things that I've seen on TikTok, but I also just wanted to go into detail about the things that I wear and explain how I put my fits together. Stay tuned so you can see that. But in the first part of this video, I wanted to kind of introduce myself. I uploaded one YouTube video styling sweatpants. If you haven't watched that video yet, there's a link up there so that you can watch it. But I realized that I didn't say who I was, what I do, nothing about myself. So I kind of wanted to make the first half of this video a get to know P section, where I had some of my close friends and family come up with questions for me to answer, and I tell you guys a little more about who I am. Who is Porcelain? Where's she from? What she do? What she like? All right, so my first question is from my little cousin Nyla, who is an artist and designed this digital print. Super fire. Nyla's question is, what's your inspiration? I've thought a lot about what inspires me, and I think the best answer that I can give is that I'm inspired by sound, color, and words. I think that encompasses all of the things that I thoroughly enjoy, like music and art, writing, film, but I don't want to just isolate it to those categories. So when I see certain colors, it makes me think of a fit that I can create or a way that I can design a room in my house. In reading, when I learn a new word or see a writer use words in a certain way, and I'm inspired to write myself, I'm inspired to speak more clearly and more accurately. When I hear certain sounds, it makes me think of music that I've heard or music that I want to hear. Yeah, those three things. I hope I answered that question. So my next question is from my boyfriend Keith. Hey boo. Keith's question is, what brings you the most joy and why? I would have to say music. Music is the one thing that I can bring into any moment, any situation, any place, and it never fails. Music always does what it's supposed to do. Any mood that I'm in, happy, sad, angry, frustrated, music is the thing. Not necessarily that changes my mood, but that provides a space for me to exist in whatever I'm feeling. My family is extremely musical, so music has always been a part of my life. Yeah, I can't think of anything else that just like makes me. Music and God, you know, because God is good, and you know, God is the reason we have music.
Oh my gosh, this hair is gonna drive me crazy.
The homie Shalika, creator, owner of R20s. Her question is, what is one piece of advice that you would give your 20-year-old self as your 29-year-old self? I'm 29, if you didn't know. The advice that I could give my 20-year-old self would be to nurture and grow the parts of yourself that you love most, and to work on the things about yourself that don't make you happy. I think in my 20s, I spent a lot of time like having fun and trying to like mold myself into what people expected me to be. And you know, that's for the birds. I think like had I known then what I know now, I would be in a very different space. I am thankful for the knowledge and the wisdom to know that like, you know, I gotta be Porcelain. I can't be what somebody else wants me to be because people aren't always gonna be here. And if you change yourself for somebody else, be it friend, family member, partner, like, what you doing for you, sis? What you doing for yourself, sis? All right, my best friend Jasmine's question is, what inspired your love for Prince? So if you know me, if you ever met me, if you ever saw me, you probably know that I love Prince Rogers Nelson. Like, I love Prince. It's serious. I love Prince. His book is over there. Yeah. It's not even half the stuff. But being that my family is super musical, my mother specifically, she played a lot of Prince when I was growing up. That was my initial introduction. Around the time I turned like 14, 15, I started getting into Prince for myself, by myself. And that in and of itself is like a lifetime journey, because Prince has 39 studio albums, and that doesn't even include live albums and compilation albums. One of the things that stands out to me most concerning Prince is the fact that no matter how complex, confusing, or misunderstood Prince was, he always was himself. He didn't allow the standards and expectations of the time to dictate who he was or what he was gonna do, how he was gonna dress, the music that he was gonna make. He did what he wanted to do. In the society in which we live, for a Black man to take that control over himself and over his artistry and his creativity is super admirable and super impactful. I look at artists now who are very adamant about owning their masters and owning their creativity, and Prince was one of the first known Black artists to do that. I aspire to be like Prince in that way. I could talk about Prince for a very long time, but I'm not gonna do that today because we don't have time for that, so no. All right, we're coming down to the last two questions. My cousin Lydia asked me, what career path did you initially want to go into versus what you do now? Are they similar? I wanted to be a lot of things growing up. I decided I wanted to teach, and then I ended up moving to New Orleans and teaching for almost 6 years. Up until last February, I moved back to New Jersey. I'm no longer a teacher. I still do work in education. So in that sense, I guess they're similar. I do think the idea of a career is a bit confining. Thinking about my younger self and all of the things that I wanted to do. I wanted to be a music producer, I wanted to be a journalist, I wanted to be a writer, and all of those things kind of got pushed to the back burner because I felt as if I had to make a choice to be in a lane. And for some people that's great, but I think for somebody like me who has a lot of interest, it's a bit confining. I'm in a space now where I'm trying to tap into all of those things that I enjoy, that I like to do, that make me happy, and see what comes of it. At the end of the day, the worst thing that can happen is that you can fail. And I think a lot of people are scared of failure and uncomfortable with failure, but we fail all the time. We failed before, we're gonna fail again. It's a part of the nature of, life. Last but not least, question from my sissy. How much of a Gemini do you think you are? And how do these traits apply to your perspectives on life and creating? Ooh. I'm a Gemini. That's another reason why I feel like me and Prince are connected, because he's a Gemini, I'm a Gemini. We're here. I'm very much so a Gemini, yeah. And a lot of people have problems with that, and that's really unfortunate for them because we're a good group. I'm not gonna go through the names of the ones that aren't a part of the good group, but we what it's hitting for. If you know, you know. Yeah, so I'm very much so a Gemini. I think that the way that it comes out in my creativity and thus my life is that I have a lot of ideas all the time. There's always something like going on in my head, something that I think I should do or that I think I would be good at doing. And because it's so much, so often, what usually happens is I don't finish a project or I don't even start a project. And what that looks like in my house is that I have so many random things. It's like, why do you own this? It's like, oh, because I decided one day that I was gonna do this random thing, so I bought this item and then I don't do it. But I'm getting better. I am getting better. I'm devoting my energy and my time to the things that I once wanted to do or had an idea to do. I'm not taming down my Gemini-ness, but more so tapping into it. Ooh, that's a word. That is a word. Whew. Those are all of the questions that I have. If there's anything else that you would like to know about me, comment down below. This might be something that I decide to do in the future as well. Also, you can follow my Instagram at porcelain_, or you can go to iamporcelain.com. There's some stuff on there about me too. So now we're gonna hop into the second part of this video, which is what I wore this week. I had so much fun filming these looks and just chatting about why I wore what I wore, why I decided to wear that shirt over another shirt. So enjoy this video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. Let me know what you think of the video. Did you like my fits? What was your favorite? Comment down below, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye. So this is what I wore on Saturday. I went grocery shopping with my grandmother and my little sister, so the fit is super low key. It's mad brick outside, so that's why I have on this bubble coat. But the colors in the coat play on the colors in the fit. I have this thrifted tee, and I love wearing t-shirts, but it's super cold right now. So I just layered it over top this black turtleneck. I paired it with some black jeans. I like to play on color as well, so there's a bit of blue in the shirt. So I wore my Royal Toe Jordan 1s and topped off the fit with this neutral colored Carhartt hat. So here's what I wore on Sunday. Here I am in my Men in Black sunglasses. I like to incorporate pops of color into my fit. So here's an all black fit with my colorful Art by Man hoodie over top. Underneath I have a DVF dress. I have it tied up at the knee. And underneath I have my sheer Kip shirt that's also super fun to play with. Super subtle, but it's a nice piece that can go with anything. I also like to balance a bit of masculine and feminine looks. So here I have a dress paired with Doc Marten boots and my Pac-Man socks to match. So here's what I wore on Monday, which was also the first day of Black History Month. It's super important for me to support Black businesses, so I am wearing the lovely sweatsuit from my cousin's company, Nice Lorraine. The link will be down below so you can go support and cop this sweatsuit for yourself. This was also the first day of the snowstorm, so it was just important for me to be super cozy. I'm also rocking my New York Yankees fitted. Underneath the sweatsuit, I am sporting the Black Women Matter t-shirt by God is Dope. I love this company. Always nice to top off the fit with. Here I am being awkward. So here's what I wore on Tuesday. It's definitely still a snowstorm outside, so I don't know where I thought I was going. Here I am with this thrifted green corduroy shirt, and I've paired it with some high-waisted lime green yellowish pants that I got from Urban, and I'll link those down below so you can cop a pair for yourself. I have paired this fit with the Two Sides to Every Story t-shirt by Sotril and Albasir. I believe it's sold out, but I will link it down below. And I have on some classic Reeboks, light green. I topped it off with my boyfriend's crochet Docker hat, also from Urban Outfitters, and I'll link that below. I'd also like to add that my sister said that I look like James Brown with my hair, so get used to the hats. Y'all, this week has been long, but this is what I wore on Wednesday. This was my first day spending a substantial amount of time outside, so I wanted to make sure I was prepared for the weather. So I'm wearing my boyfriend's heavy flannel-like shirt from Zara. I really like the burgundy in the shirt, so I paired that with my vegan leather Doc Marten boots. In a lot of these videos, I'm wearing t-shirts, so today I have on a new turtleneck and these Berkshire Mom jeans that I got from ASOS. I'll link them down below. And featured is I Am Label's tote bag. The bags haven't dropped yet, but if you follow I Am Label on Instagram and turn on your notifications, you'll be the first to know when they drop. It's almost the weekend. Not that that means anything because we can't go outside. I didn't go anywhere today. That's when my clothes are wrinkled. I have on a cropped t-shirt from R20s. I know the shirt is sold out, but I'll still link the company below. I also have on a custom black fitted from R20s. Here's me being awkward. I also have on these jeans that I got from Primark. I got them because I gained a little bit of weight and couldn't fit my other jeans. The fit was super basic, and I thought, if I do go outside, what would I wear? So I threw on this pink H&M blazer. It's a little bit oversized. The fit was a bit boring before, and the blazer was the right thing to set it over the top. I also have on the Sam Witherspoon Super Earth Adidas. This was one of my favorite sneaker drops of last year. It takes a very classic Adidas silhouette and does something super fun and super playful with it. This week has been a long one, but it's Friday. With this fit, I want to have a little bit of fun. I like contrasting items that don't typically belong together, like sweats and a fedora hat. I wanted to play with color a little bit here, so I have on my green Adidas sweatpants, and I put on my super sleek 72 Adidas by Ivy Park. Playing on the colors that are in the shoe, I have on this nude sheer Basquiat shirt that I got from Forever 21, and then I topped it off with this auburn fedora hat from Urban Outfitters. And that's it, y'all. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment videos you want to see in the future. I really look like Justin Bieber in 2009. I gotta go wash my hair, y'all.